to hand the floor to Mr. Helmer for 1 minute.
President, I have good news for the House. In common with many scientists, I personally have concluded that there is no climate crisis. Global sea levels are not rising significantly, and as the IPCC has been forced to admit, Himalayan glaciers are not in rapid retreat. The small increase in mean global temperatures over the last 100 years is entirely consistent with well-established long-term natural climate changes. Copenhagen showed that many nations, especially China and India, are simply not prepared to sacrifice economic performance to solve an entirely speculative problem. In Britain, a majority of voters no longer believe in man-made climate change, and they won't pay for futile and pointless attempts at mitigation. The recent leaked CRU memos show that even the high priests of climate alarmism are in despair at the failure of nature to follow their forecasts, so they're falsifying the figures to sustain their fantasy. We must now demand a full public inquiry into the suspect data before we spend another penny on mitigation.
Helmer.
Thank you very much, Mr. Helmer. I'd now like to hand the floor to Mr. Ferreira for 1 minute.
Senhor Presidente.
Thank you, President. The failure of Copenhagen meant that the two biggest emitters, the US